Welcome back, guys. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Today's test drive, this 1965 Chevy Nova. 350 under the hood. Does have power steering. Got an electric fan. Aluminum radiator. It seems like a hot little motor too. There's detailed pictures on our website at maplemotors.com, including financing and shipping. And I do test drive videos going over flaws so you know what you're getting. This thing is beautiful, guys. Be sure to hit subscribe. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so I'm really liking the red interior. Now it looks like they may have dyed the carpet or something. Look at that. See some of the red coming off under our mats. Show you the mileage. It's showing 52,000. Dash on this one. Not so bad. We'll start it up. Does start up good. Engine temperature has not rose, so I don't think the gauge is working. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Oil pressure is working on this one. Try some other stuff such as wipers. And place your bets on the horn. Do you think it works? Turn signals. I hear it clicking. It's not bright. Yesterday I missed one. Somebody called me out. The right one is working. Let's try the left again. I think the bulb's out. Looking around our interior. It's pretty nice. Got my bag full of goodies. Be sure to check that out. You can see below it in the description, in the details. Horn, did you place your bets? It's kind of loose too. It's not working. All right, let's hit the road. See how it runs and drives. So I did cut it back off, but I went and got my little temp sensor. What I do is I usually bring this when the temp gauge doesn't work. I double check everything. If I see something is overheating or anything, we're gonna come back to the lot and we'll put this car up. But should be good. I just checked it. Everything's 140. It's crazy. The concrete's like 112. I hit the button and I was like, dang. No seatbelts in this one either. My buddy Cameron's holding the camera. Cameron the cameraman.
That's me.
There's reverse for us. Just manual brakes on this one. This car sounds mean. I love red interior too, especially on a black car. It's something that really stands out. Waiting on our traffic, so we're going to try our vent window. Oh, brake it goes in. She's tight. I don't know about that. I don't think we're going to get that one open. It's super tight. That side too, it's hitting the trim on the outside, so it's not allowing it to open. Here we go, guys. Vent windows are not working at the moment. They got new seals and everything. That may be the issue. Speedo is working. Decently tight steering. I mean, as soon as I turn, it's turning. A little bit of a drift to the right. A little bit of a vibration coming from this one. I can't tell what it's from. Maybe the rear end? That's what the steering wheel's kind of shaking right there on the center cap from it. Hitting the brakes. Decent. Still got that right drift. Back in the throttle. Kickdown's not hooked up, so our passing gear's not there. Have to manually shift down with this one. A lot of times people always ask, why isn't the kickdown hooked up? These people will change out the carburetors that won't know how to set the kickdown up. You can take it to a tranny shop, they'll get it set right for you. But but that's most of the time that's the circumstance. I've had people tell me, oh, like my son was driving the car, I didn't want him getting on it. Most likely that's an excuse for, hey, I don't know how to hook up the kick down cable to my carburetor. I mean, I know how to hook it up, but adjusting it outright, not so good at. And you don't want to put it on there adjusted wrong. It definitely acts crazy. This one just feels like a driver. I don't feel like insane power coming out of it. It does sound really good. Even pulling it down here. Let's see. Come to a stop. It kicks the tires, but other than that, just a good driver. Let's go ahead and get some outside shots. We'll light up the undercarriage and I'll be back. Just to show you what I mean with this, we've been driving around a little bit, sitting here idling. Hit the thermostat, 186, water pump. It's nice and cool. Good deal. Reverse. Just try it out. It's working pretty good to me. Okay guys, we're gonna roll out, head on back to the lot, do the walk around. Temp gauge just popped up out of nowhere. It says 230, it's wrong. Now we're about 15 degrees from that, so We need to get to rolling. I noticed the fan has a huge separation from the radiator. That needs to be pushed right up on the radiator, and maybe 2 fans added to this car. Now I've been watching, I've been checking, we're good. That gauge, it wasn't even working, and then it popped up and just said it was hot, and I was like, okay. So I went and used my thermostat, 215, 220 right on top of it. I was like, let's get to rolling and get this thing cooled off. So yeah, forcing air into it by driving down the road will cool things off quite fast. When we're sitting in a parking lot, which he's got a Nova too, same thing, it's gonna get hot, especially when it starts getting hot outside. We was talking about that. He said he had to put 2 fans on his, and it started staying cool pretty much everywhere then, but
never above 200.
Never. Yeah, but with 1 fan, it never stops climbing, does it? Yeah.
Not worth it. Got our vent window.
He got the vent window open on that side. This one, it's hitting a trim. But now we're cooling down. We're getting closer to that 200 mark, so. Like I said, that one there is 15 degrees off compared to my thermometer that I was shooting, the laser, and checking everything. That's why I grabbed that. I knew it. When I seen the fan gap, I said, might need to be closer there. And they have it mounted on brackets and everything. Bump in the road. It's actually pretty smooth. The front wasn't rough at all. Old Jeep there. That one looks like you. Did you rock a 4-door?
I probably wouldn't.
Alright guys, we're gonna pull into the lot and do picking out the flaws. We're gonna walk around this ride, look for chips, scratches, rusts, and dents. Thanks for sticking around. Try to do an honest review for you. And thanks Cameron for helping me with the cameraman. It's time to walk this ride. Let's go ahead and look for chips, scratches, rusts, and dents. If I find them, you'll know about them. I've got the trunk open, got the hood open. Let's get started here in the front. Now, when I was talking to you through the video, look at the gap between that fan and the radiator. This needs to be sitting on the radiator. That's going to make it a lot better, especially cooling wise. You can also put a fan on the inside here. That's exactly what I would do. I'd rock 2. Front end looks good. You got scuff down the side here. Is that tape? No, it's tape. It'll come off. That's a good thing. Now, another thing to keep in mind is the oil pressure gauge did drop on this one when it started getting warmer. I noticed it was only like 10 at one point. You rev it up and you get up to 20, but little spot there. Midsection. I'll put that on there. Crack in your pillar here. Mirror looks decent, a little bit of pitting though. Pitting on your handle there. Trim's kind of popped out. A little cap needs to go there. Back window looks clean. Smells like grapes out here. Little dings in your trim. Nothing major there. Seal looks good. This one opened up good. You see how much higher it is? Paint job is beautiful. Let's go ahead and check out the back here. Now they've decked out the trunk, which is awesome. It was clean. I think a little wasp nest or something was inside one of these holes here. When I open it, that's what it looks like, the little dirt from like a wasp nest. They like to get in the trunk lids. Dirt divers, whatever you want to call it. Coming down with the trunk lid now. Give us a good angle here. The chrome on the back, see how it's pitted. Coming down with it. And she's locked. Back bumper's got some pitting. Overspray. A little dust there. Driver's side. Tires are in good shape up and over our fender. Bottoms of these doors here look good, both sides. Oh, there's a bubble right here in the corner too. It's like a more of a paint flaw issue than anything. Midsection. Scuff there and there. Yeah, so I do think you could get it open, but do you see where it's hitting? You really have to force it. Like the window needs to come up just a little bit, just about like that. And I'm not going to force it, but I think it needs to be adjusted like that. See how it's pointed down, and that's why the vent window's not coming open. But we found out, and you know about it. Again, we try not to hide anything. We know when you come in, you want it to be represented in the right way. Cracks here, and that's why we make these videos. It helps a lot. A lot of people buy these classics too, and they travel from a long ways. I want you to be extremely happy when you leave. Scratch on the window there. That should come out, a little scuff there. Well, let's check out the interior. Little chips. Chips here at the bottom. See the little rip there too. Carpet's got a little bit of wear. Couple spots there. Seat looks wonderful. Nice new material. Little wrinkles in the package tray back there. See, when I cut it off, temperature did rise, but as soon as I cut it back on, it should fall. Well, we can leave the fan on too, that'd be good. We'll go ahead and start it up anyways. Give it a little gas. She got a lot of fuel inside her. So it does flood out when you cut it off. Smells gassy too, so figured it was getting a little bit more than it should have. Here's our vitals here. And that's 15 degrees off, so we're right around 200. And it honestly may be off from that because we've been sitting here probably 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes. As soon as I got back, I started my walk around. And the motor's nice and quiet. About 100% had a fan on the inside. You got the room, might as well put a thin one in there. And I think all the problems would be fixed if you could get that off of this bracket and pushed up onto that radiator to force the air through so that it doesn't get 215. There's a dent right here on the edge of the hood, and this hood is stiff. This paint is awesome. Guys, detailed pictures on all of our cars. It's available at maplemotors.com. Financing and shipping, same place. Can update every Monday with new rides. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to be as honest as I can. Hitting subscribe, hitting that like button, and sharing. That does wonders for the channel. I hope you do so, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.